Welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. So we have helped Harim discover part of his past that is actually quite important. Let's now head on over to the Fae Glade, and maybe we can get rid of that quest from our quest log. We should probably stop and rest. Let's not use rations anymore. Go. And I think we should swap that to cheese crostata, since that gives us 6 more hours of moving on the
So here's what we
campaign
got so far. Today, Amiri killed 10 kobolds, a troll, a hoe dog, and more goblins than the fingers on 2 hands can count. You know, I don't think our readers are going to believe all this.
But it's the truth! I can cut them all down easy. You just need to find them.
Worst part is, it is the truth. So I'm on Amiri's side here. And here we are at the Fae Glade. You all know how fond I am of interacting with the Fae. This isn't a very large place, thankfully. Satyr warrior. Get lost. Go talk to that elf of yours. See if I care. The foul, nauseating stench of morning afterbreath permeates the glade. Fae of all sizes and shapes litter the ground, sleeping on the grass side by side, some of them scarcely clothed. A drowsy satyr squints in pain and shifts his heavy gaze to you. Curses! Who is it? Who's there? Baron Caledorn, the rightful ruler of these lands. Ha! I swear I could tell that just by looking at your puffed up chest. What do you want? How can I persuade you to allow the villagers to live in peace? Actually, let's intimidate them. Leave, and never come back. No, I want to ask first, why do you keep upsetting the locals? Some of them forget their place. We won't stand by while some pointy-eared oaf frolics with our girls. What are you talking about? The satyr waves at you dismissively. I'm not bowing to you. You've no power over me. Well, leave and never come back, and I won't repeat myself. Baring his teeth in a grin, the satyr reluctantly rises. Rise and shine, you drunkards. We're going home. So a trail of misfortune. Apparently it was a jealous satyr who roused the Fae to action. One way or another, they've been dealt with for now. Life in the settlement is already returning to normal. Excellent. Okay. Is there anything? Oh, there is something. Can always use more foodstuffs.
Our path leads on.
Lindsay,
Lindsay
can
was
you cast
called for.
haste?
Without a doubt.
Kinda hoping there was some mushrooms around here. But alas, there doesn't seem to be any mushrooms or anything else either, for that matter. Okay, let's just move on up then. Now we have a long travel ahead of us. Oh, we haven't found that yet. Let's move there then. 2 days and 11 hours. Kingdom. Bandits outrage. That's a crisis problem. Several bandit encampments have emerged in the Gnarl Marches. They plunder these peasants, rob travelers and merchants, and even attack tax gatherers. These bandits need to be muzzled. Both of those are busy. But thankfully I didn't put Ragongar on this one. I seem to forget. 21 days. Why would I put her on that with only that? Doesn't make sense to me. Ragongar, please take care of that. We can fight the random encounter.
I grant you
Wolves. Really? That's not even a challenge. Skin collect. Let's get off. This is better than an greater elementals in the middle of my lands. Expect they will want to rest soon.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Stop here. Need to go back so we can get the barony. Okay, so we can get the barony there. The howling wolves. Wolves are breeding at a surprising rate. The local forests are full of the ravenous beasts and there's not enough quarry to feed them all. The starving wolves howl at night to gather into packs and attack the villages. Mallory, let's give her a crisis point. Now, click the start, indeed. Too much time, 17 days. Okay, let's strike camp here.
The end is inevitable. My end, our end, the entire world's end.
Oh, we've heard you say that a few times, Harim. Okay, let's go to the Sepulcher of Forgotten Heroes. Maybe it is Sepulcher? Oh. Yeah, because this doesn't look like a trap at all. A massive stone door blocks the entrance. It has no knobs, buttons, or other signs as to how to unlock it. However, a thick patch of moss has been scraped off the door's hinges, hinting that it has been opened recently. Let's use Detect Magic. The door radiates a faint transmutation aura. Speak the word Keheb. Without a sound, the door slides to the side, revealing the passage beyond. This place isn't trapped, then I don't know what is trapped. Okay. It's a large map, though. Brag. A barbarian sits leaning against the wall, surrounded by dead bodies. He seems to be barely alive. His entire face is a bloody wound, tattered scraps of skin dangling from it. As he hears your footsteps, he blindly turns toward the sound and raises his sword with immense effort. Friend or foe? Dugath sent us. Dugath, of course, the old man would never leave anyone behind, but it's too late now. Only one left to save is me, and you may as well not bother. I'll be joining the rest of the dead soon enough. I'll heal you. Don't bother. Who needs a blind cripple? Best to finish me. At least I'll die like a fighter, sword in hand, ready to meet Gorum. Brave in battle, humble in the face of oblivion. You are a true warrior. What are you babbling about? I'm going to Elysium, to feast at Gorum's table with the greatest warriors of all time. Arim sighs and shakes his head. No, heal the barbarian. It is not yet your time. The barbarian's wounds close and his bleeding stops, but he remains blind. It will take much more powerful magic to restore his eyesight. He exhales with relief. Thank you. I'm not sure how to live on, what I'll do, but I'll figure something out. Who are you? I am Brack, son of Averic and Dill, of the Tiger Lord's tribe. Came from Numeria. If you meet my people, tell them where and how I died. Oh, you died. What happened here? That cursed witch brought us here. Blabbered on and on about some exalted mission. Promised us Cyclops treasures. Well, look what we got. As soon as we entered, dead Cyclopes attacked us. Then there was a flash of light and everything went insane. It was like a red-hot nail was driven into my brain. Had an irresistible urge to kill, didn't matter who. I resisted it barely, but most of us weren't so lucky. It was a slaughter, a nightmare where it was impossible to tell friend from foe. We tried to retreat, but they followed. One grabbed my head and squeezed, almost cracked me open like a walnut. My eyes, last thing I saw was his fingers. If Varha hadn't chopped off his hand and dragged me out of there, I'd be dead already. She slammed the door right on their noses. Oh, Varha. Haven't heard from her for a while. Probably dead now. Nice treasure hunting trip we had, huh? So many good warriors left to meet Gorum before their time, all thanks to that witch. When I get my hands on her, I have to go. Gorum bless you. The broken body of a barbarian woman lies near the floor panel that opens the door. She died recently, probably from massive blood loss. This must be Varha.
Forwards. We march ahead.
Okay, but there's nothing to open that door with. Okay, so this is some kind of a puzzle maze then.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
I wonder if there's a button to stop them from doing whatever they're doing. Indeed. G. Now, cast haste on Harem, please. Store a great axe and a few magical items. And a breastplate +1. What's this over here then? A padded armor +3 and a fallen warrior's buckle. Knowledge world.
Anything else?
Vordakai be praised through the centuries, for he is the greatest of the greatest. Some random loot items. Well, can't open that door, so...
To the dust.
This is where I
Shame we have to kill the barbarians, but they seem to be completely insane. Okay, let's try go down this way first. Close door. I hope I don't have to split the party up.
Our path leads on.
Now, the beginning of the hunt. Primitives.
Think we managed to stop that spell?
Applause, please.
Abyss calls to abyss. Okay. Masterwork great axe, another breastplate +1, and the same cloak and rings of resistance.
Forwards.
We opened a door somewhere. Maybe there. Nope.
Without a doubt.
Jubilost.
Any brilliant ideas?
Yes. Cast haste. Did we open this door? Nope. How about that door then? Yes. This one is open.
My search was not in vain. I don't like surprises.
Harim, come back here.
So, Kaya.
Serves you right.
People who have bows and ranged. Scorching Ray. Perfect. Masterwork. Let's disable the traps.
Applause, please. Anything else?
Look ahead.
I see something.
Before we go up there, let's go down this way just to see if there's...
Look.
Ooh, a room with looties. Composite short bow +2. Wonder freedom of movement. And a robe of fire.
I will guide us.
Nothing really needed, but...
Applause, please.
Some more loot
My
items.
search was not in vain.
Anything else?
As you can see, perception is quite important.
Without a doubt. Forwards.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jubilost. Did that open any of the doors in here? This one is still closed. That one is still closed. That one is still closed. Now as for the other ones, this one is closed. This one is closed. This one is now open though. Okay. So let's leave Jubilost behind. Not happy about having to split up the party, but don't have much of a choice.
Without a doubt.
Applause, please.
Oh, I don't like surprises.
Stop!
I will guide us.
Repent!
I somewhat do not believe he was the only person here, if you could call him a person.
Look ahead.
Anything else?
My search was not in vain.
Interesting shapes on these traps.
Applause, please.
March ahead.
Applause, please.
Ah, that is getting tiresome.
Anything else?
Cry not for the dead, for they are blessed. For they are cry for yourself, for your life is suffering. Okay. How cheerful. There we go. And some more loot. There's a new key thing here. Ticking. Really? So this door is now open.
Quiet, I'm thinking.
That closed the door again. Dog, can you do this? Indeed you can. You do that. And
Yes?
Jubilost, you run up there. How did you think that you were going to get through that door?
I'll try. So, any brilliant ideas?
This is quite an interesting maze. Now you guys go through here.
I don't like surprises.
Applause, please.
I will see this through.
Go!
And then our leader charged
life
forward.
ebbs
Hey,
low.
wait for me.
What a waste.
Easy enough. So what door does this one open? Yeah, come on, stop that, because that will only make you run into trouble. I need to not use the select all thing. Jubilost, go back up there, please.
We'll protect.
Applause, please.
Mordecai ordered us to die. We died. If Mordecai orders us to rise, we will rise. Okay.
Running won't help you!
Nowhere to run.
It's a nimble variant.
Take wasted.
Why is one of them running away?
Curved it.
You see that?
Are you prepared to be my end? Are you?
This ends you.
Become as dust.
Let's go back to this room, because there was something here to loot. How did the dog get there? Did I open some doors? That might not be ideal, because I don't know if I can get out of here again now.
Depend on me.
Oh well.
Anything else?
Mortals are pathetic. Only the dead become closer to God. This sounds like Lotus speaking, if you ask me. Loot and some edible moss. What does this open then? Probably that door. Nope.
Without a doubt.
Now we have a problem, though. I have no idea how the dog got up here, and I suspect that he only got up here.
One, today it shelters and feeds you, tomorrow it feeds someone.
What's new? Sure.
Okay, so I can get out into that hallway and around... Okay, otherwise this would have been what I would describe as a severe bug. Dog. Stay with this thing.
Leads on. Defeat is not an option.
Repent! Bring it!
Attack!
What's that?
Strike as
Yeah, the
one.
dog seems to follow Ekin around whenever there is combat. Which I guess I can understand based on how the AI functions for it. But it's still a little bit annoying. Amulet of Mighty Fists. That's a monk thing. Right. White, red, and blue. This one is red. This one is blue. This one is yellow. But if that one is red, why doesn't this thing open? Ah, it does.
I hope we're not lost.
Question is, do I want to take Jubilost out of that area? Not that I think it is necessary anymore, because if I go back here... I think I can push that plate now and keep these doors open as well. Indeed, put that close to that one. What color is this door? This door is red. Okay, so red dog. Let's go through here.
Your
Strike
life
with sentence.
ebbs low.
You see that?
Surrendered fighter zombie. Hopeless clerics. That is most peculiar names for these things.
With the legend.
A letter from the family Hanvaki. How interesting. Mathian, my beloved brother. Read this and heed my words. This expedition to Iobaria is the stupidest idea I've ever heard of. This is pure madness. If you are lucky, you'll come back empty-handed, a fool in the eyes of all Gralton. But if unlucky, you won't come back at all, leaving your wife a widow, your children orphans, and me, a Rodin forbid, the heir and head of our insane family. I beg you by every god and their mother, forget this expedition of yours and come home. Your brother, Penrod Hanvaki. So he was a surrendered fighter zombie. Okay. Tower shield +2. Composite longbow +1. Fury's Legacy. Fury door open deep in the dungeon. Okay.
Without a doubt.
Some mushrooms, but
Forwards.
Applause, please.
cry not for the dead, for they are blessed. Cry for yourself, for life is suffering. Can I open that door now? Indeed I can.
We march ahead.
Let's finish them quick.
Eater.
What a waste.
Okay, they are dead. Does this open all doors? Yes, it does.
Without a doubt.
I hope it does. Not all of them, but at least the ones we need.
My skills are getting
Should probably do
rusty.
this.
Was lost.
So, any brilliant ideas?
Mountainous oasis.
I will guide us.
Patience.
Another.
Applause, please.
Remember death, for death always remembers you.
Our path leads on.
I've been waiting for you.
These people trusted you, and you brought them like cattle to the slaughter. A whole squad! You'll pay for this!
Amiri, knock it off. I need her alive. Amiri spits at the floor beneath the sister's feet, grits her teeth and steps back.
Thank you.
Of the entire group that accompanied you, one person survived. That corridor was strewn with the bodies of people you brought here to die. What is this exalted mission of yours that demands such sacrifice? What do you offer these people beyond suffering and death? The defaced sister flinches from your words as if you had hit her. With a sob, she hides her face in her hands and sits on the sarcophagus. Her shoulders shake as she cries.
You're right. You're right 1,000 times, even if you don't realize why. But I am loyal to my sisters and to the powers that sent us here. I cannot betray them. I just cannot. Do you understand? Trust us. We do not lie. Not to you and not to these barbarians. We never lie about anything. We wish you only good. And the power that sent us wishes you good too. Don't worry about my sisters. All they tell you is truth. And they're not going to kill you. I came here to retrieve this. There are 3 of them, and all 3 must fall into our hands, no matter what the cost. As my sister sent you, I can entrust you with this one. Take it to the camp. It is very important that you do give it to her, directly to her hands. Do you understand me? I have one more important thing to do. I'll return to the camp once I've finished. Tell my sisters not to worry, and not to look for me. Farewell. May the Green Mother protect you.
That was a bizarre change of...
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
going from crying to being almost happy and friendly.
Learn while I live.
And that is a lot of cyclopes.
I aim true.
A fine use of my hands.
Left yourself exposed.
Oh well, didn't end too well for them.
Anything else?
Light shield +3 and a battle axe +3. And now we're suffering from medium encumbrance. That's something that I haven't seen in a very long time. But that's fun, because that means we have lots of stuff to sell.
Why?
The raven. Before you is the same raven as before. It sits, adjusts itself, and ruffles its feathers a few times as it tries to settle on its perch. Finally it cocks its head to the side and affixes you with a single eye. Why?
Why spare the sister when you could rid yourself of her? Why let the weak survive?
She was no threat to my plans, and spilling blood needlessly often causes more trouble.
A wise answer it would be, if not croaked from the throat of a lesser race.
Okay. I have a suspicion about who that raven might be.
Forwards.
Would you look at that? Applause, please.
Well, it seems we solved the puzzle of this tomb. And an exit appears to be handily available here. I don't think there is something that we left, to be honest. 2 gold coins, but that's about it. So I think that we'll end the episode here. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one.